Welcome back, everybody, to Plaid Couch. We're doing some more Disney Rivals stuff here. If you didn't watch the first one, it's right there. We have 3 new characters each, and then we're going to talk about some cosmetics. Exciting!
Ooh.
But here's all the previous characters we had. We also had a comment from Wonderland Pirate, which we all really liked, and they had some really good character ideas in there. So I threw them in here as well. So thank you very much for that comment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wonderland Pirate. We love you.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Hardly know ya.
I'm sure they're chill.
We could be friends, though.
So Maddie, start us off with your first new character. What class are they and who are they?
My first new character, and I'm very excited for this one. Is a support character, Fairy Godmother from Cinderella.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
So I like Cinderella a lot more than Snow White, so I watched it a lot more, and it'd be awesome to have Fairy Godmother just be like, "You look like shit, boyo. Here, take this." And she just does a bippity boppity boo, and I'm the slickest guy on the lot.
Does she usually talk like that?
Bippity boppity bitch! It just slaps someone.
When they come out with the comedy reboot, yeah.
Also, why is Snow White catching strays? Just right out the gate.
Honestly,
it's like, fuck
Snow
her.
White is
She's not as
Snow
cool as Cinderella.
such a boring movie. The only good part about it was the 7 dwarves.
Yeah. Put the IMDb rating for the new one on the screen.
Yeah, don't do that.
Eesh. Alright. So Maddie, what's like her moveset and all that?
So, I mean, you gotta go with her first one is, I want it to be the pumpkin cart. So basically, you see her floating around the map, and she's, oh look, it's a fairy. And next thing you know, there's a giant pumpkin just hurling at you, and you're like, oh, shit! And then you just can't get away from it. And the second one, she is, since she's a support, she's gonna be able to heal people individually, kind of like what's that? Who's that guy? The perfect guy, Adam Warlock. There we go. Yeah. So she'll have an ability similar to that, and for her ultimate, it's got to be bippity boppity boo, right? So basically, it shoots everyone up in the air, and when they come back down, another giant, like multiple giant pumpkins just fly from the air. And they knock any characters that get caught in that circle, it'll be like a spherical attack. When they get hit by a pumpkin, they're knocked on the ground for a good while, and they're not involved. So you can just kick them while they're down.
Can I say what
Godmother
my
can
thought
only heal
was?
and create pumpkins.
Just because one of her big things is transforming characters, I thought you were going to say her ultimate was anyone within like a radius gets transformed into something, so that fluctuates their health.
Like a pumpkin?
It could be a pumpkin, could be like a horse or whatever it is. The guy who controls the horses.
Why would you transform them into a horse?
It'd be a random thing, like how Matthew
like
had.
A pumpkin.
Yeah, it could be a pumpkin. Could be like one of 12 different things.
This could be the first ever pumpkin-based character.
One of the mice.
The first pumpkin character in any game.
I feel like it would be cool if her ult was just like a ripoff of Loki's, where it's like she transforms herself into.
That's a dumb idea.
Sorry.
No, it's not a dumb idea. Jaylene,
what if her ult is like she changes you to have a better dress for the ball?
I'd be cool with that.
Every time Fairy Godmother ults, you get a free cosmetic from the shop.
You get mailed a $10 voucher for
It could be like a skin
Forever
lottery.
21.
Like you get like a random skin assigned to you, and then if it's one you don't have, you get to keep it.
Oh, it's like
That's
like the nano boost in Overwatch with Ana.
Okay.
Whoever you hit with it, they get Cinderella's dress from the ball, no matter what character they are. Some hit a blue dress, and it gives them stat boosts.
The Horned
That's
King and Cinderella dress.
No, because here's that. Going back to Loki's, so many people are gonna be like trying to get their teammate it, and then the enemy's just gonna like run right in front. It's like shit, not that guy. I didn't want Capsule.
The enemy team. All right. Who's next?
Burguy, who was your first character?
My first character. I got pictures of all mine for you guys in the Discord.
Oh boy.
Here's my first character now. Woody from Toy Story.
I'm guessing Duelist.
Duelist, yep. He's got a gun.
Does he?
Obviously.
He does
He's
now.
a cowboy. Why wouldn't he have a gun?
He's got a gun and a snake in his boot.
He's got a 6-shooter, right? He's Alright, and then he has... And then he uses his string on the back. He goes... Whoosh, and then pulls someone towards
his lasso?
Exactly.
He's competing with Mater.
But every time he pulls the string, you get a random voice line, too.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, that's sick.
So it goes, howdy, partner!
Oh, you're talking about his pull string.
His pull string, yeah.
That's awesome.
And then you yank him and... And then his ultimate. There's a snake in my boot. A giant snake comes out of his boot and fucking crashes down like Namor's ultimate.
Let's go. Love it.
Imagine Fairy Godmother and Woody both use their ult, so you're getting pounded by pumpkins and snakes.
What is going on?
It's the team up combo. When the snake comes out, Fairy Godmother transforms it into a pumpkin.
An even bigger pumpkin.
Yeah.
Listen, the pumpkin was the best part.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I really like that.
That's awesome.
Jaylene, who is your first character?
I'm gonna take a support here. And I also have pictures, so I'll send mine in the chat now.
Alright.
So for my first character, I'm gonna take Elsa as a support.
Ooh.
Couple moves here for Elsa. She can ice burst, so she just hits enemies with a quick burst of her ice powers. Nothing crazy yet. Frost freeze hits enemies with ice powers, causing them to freeze, and also causing some damage with that. Safety snowflake summons snowflakes to fall upon chosen members of their team to provide them with healing. And her ultimate ability is called Let It Go. Elsa summons a blizzard onto the battlefield, dealing damage to enemies and causing them to freeze if they get too close to her.
Okay.
Yeah. After our first video, she was like one of the first characters I was like, how did no one say Elsa?
She was one of the first ones I thought of, but I was afraid that someone would take her.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, I'll do my other two, and then if she's not taken, then I knew I was going to take her like first round this one. But
how are you gonna make a blizzard when you're knocked out from a huge pumpkin from the sky?
You know what? I'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
I don't think... Has Elsa ever seen a pumpkin in the movies? Were there any pumpkins in Frozen?
Honestly, it's been close to like 5-10 years since I've seen Frozen, so I couldn't tell you.
There were mushrooms in that forest, weren't there? But no pumpkins.
Yeah, it wasn't Halloween time yet. That's the only time pumpkins grow.
Yeah, I don't think there were. So she might be fucked if she gets a pumpkin dropped on her.
What the fuck is...
That could be said for like most of these characters, though. Like, do you think Woody knows what a pumpkin is?
Yeah,
Oh.
it'd be huge to him. I guess would Woody still be like the size of a toy in the game?
Now, I feel like we would do what Super Smash Bros. Does and size them up a bit.
All right.
But then people can mod it so every character's their like canonical size. So Chernobog can be the size of the entire map, and it's like his
Jesus.
hitbox is everywhere. So it's like, why did I pick this guy?
He actually can't move. He's too big. If he moves anywhere, he just falls off the map.
KO.
All right. So I'll go with a support character here. One thing I love is blurring the line between two different classes. So I chose Baymax.
Love this pick.
He's a big guy. His primary attack's punching. But his other attack is using antibacterial spray, and he can heal allies close by. He can also inflate, absorbing more damage. And then he can use rocket thrusters to fly up and get across the map. And then he also has a fist pound available when he's flying. He can also create shields for allies, and it heals them as long as they're near the shield. His passive ability is he absorbs additional damage dealt to him by the enemy, and his ultimate is he takes all that damage that's been dealt to him and stored up, and he disperses it into an area effect that heals his allies around him. So he's kind of a support that wants to be shot at.
Just like
So a character that you would play.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you were playing support in Disney Rivals, you would play Baymax.
I'd paint a target on that bitch and go in there. Why do you think I picked Cap? It's
I really
just
like that pick.
shoot here.
Hey, if it works, it works.
And then my second character will be a Vanguard, and it's going to be Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Ooh, great pick. I say that about everybody's picks, but it's a
Syndrome,
good pick.
great. I love Syndrome.
I noticed that in the last video. Sorry.
Yeah.
I noticed that in the last video. Every single pick, I go, ooh, good
pick. I like that pick.
I'm just so supportive. Alrighty, go ahead. I'm
Get
sorry
you a
to
friend
interrupt.
like Jaylene who supports everything.
Yeah.
The third Cars character, great pick.
That's so
Oh, yeah.
original, so unique.
Nobody else was gonna fucking pick Mac.
You're right. You're right
There's
about that
probably a
one.
reason for that.
I didn't even remember who he was. I had to Google him when we filmed that.
The famous scene where he falls asleep.
Yeah, I know. I know now.
Come on.
All right. So,
All right, Tegan, go ahead.
Syndrome's primary attack is he shoots energy shots at enemies. Then his alternate is he fires an energy beam that creates a shield in front of him. He can push or pull enemies with his energy gloves. And then he also has rocket boots. And when he goes to take off, it leaves an area effect of fire behind.
Ooh.
He can also drop robots that highlight nearby enemies if they are within a certain radius of those robots.
That's so cool.
He can also fly in the air for a given period of time. And his ultimate is he summons an Omni Droid and then controls that rolling around the map and dealing damage to enemies.
Good answer.
Great
Yeah,
pick.
good pick, Tiger. You said you had him as a Vanguard?
Yep. He'd kind of be one of those lower health vanguards, but with
I
all
was
of
just
his
thinking that where
gadgets
it can
and
also
stuff.
kind of be
Yeah.
good pick.
Good pick.
Am I next?
Yep.
Good pick. All right, I'm also gonna take a Vanguard here, and I'll throw a little picture in the Discord for you. My next pick is going to be King Triton from The Little Mermaid. So his first move here, just a classic Triton jab. He can stab enemies with his Triton. It can be charged up to deal more damage, kind of like the Adam Warlock thing in Rivals. Then Trident Slash hits enemies with a forceful slash of his Trident, so just does a little bit more damage there. Tidal Wave summons a wave of water to appear underneath enemies and hits them with force, causing a large amount of damage. And his ultimate ability, which is called King Triton's Wrath. King Triton summons a large whirlpool to appear on the battlefield to damage nearby enemies. Enemies that are closer to the center will be sucked in and instantly KO'd.
Oh, damn.
And he
That's
could probably
fucked
have
up.
a sick team up with like Ursula. If we're doing team ups.
But she's
That
an
might be
evil
fun.
type, and he's a good type.
Yeah. They're
But
opposite.
you know, but it's like how Venom and like Penny and Spider-Man have the thing, you know? They could
But
have
they're
a
all
team up
spider-
together.
No, the thing is,
Yeah, but they're both
has
fish
team
type.
ups with the Fantastic Four, not Venom and Penny. And
She's
all
right.
that.
They're both fish type.
They're both fish type.
Oh, shit.
I think you're right, Jaylee.
The new type
Yeah,
fish.
I know I'm right. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Now we gotta introduce Nemo too.
Don't spoil my picks.
Oh.
Yo, how did Pixar put a balding hairline on a fish? By the way.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Berga, who's your next
Oh,
pick?
My next
I
pick
gotta
is
see this.
also another duelist. This is a diving duelist. I got Simba,
Ooh.
Simba.
big boy Simba. He claw, he bite. He has a passive ability called Hakuna Matata, where if he can go a certain amount of time without taking damage, he regenerates because he's got no worries. His ultimate fucking takes you up to Pride Rock somehow. Maybe the rock just fucking comes up, right?
Okay.
Called. I don't know why it would be called Long Live the King, because doesn't Scar say that to Mufasa? What does Simba say
Fuck
at the end of Lion King?
I am the Lion King.
He says, I bet. He can't wait to be king. That's what the ultimate's called. And he fucking throws you off. And it just insta kills, like, no matter what, one person.
Damn.
Just fucking deletes.
So whoever gets caught by that's pissed off.
Yeah.
It's like, I just got out of spawn.
It's not too impactful because usually ults kill like 4 people
Yeah.
sometimes. This can only get 1, but it gets him guaranteed.
Yeah.
A guaranteed kill, yeah.
And that's why they'd be pissed off, because it's like, they're obviously targeting me.
He solo ulted me.
It's like, well, yeah. That's this whole thing.
I do like that pick. All right, Maddie, who's your
That's
next
a great
character?
picture, too.
So I want to go with my DPS, and it's going to be Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh.
Good pick. Good pick.
So
Will Turner over
His-
Jack Sparrow?
Honestly, respect.
hang on, I'm not done yet. I
Oh.
just started.
Hey, my apologies.
His first ability, drunken influence. So basically, when you activate this ability, Will Turner shifts his fighting style to that of Captain Jack Sparrow, where he's kind of more tilty, and he's able to move a little bit quicker to dodge attacks. And when he swings, it's kind of wild. So if he gets surrounded, usually in the movie, Will Turner is like a fencer, but when he activates Drunken's influence, he kind of swings shit all around, sweat multiple enemies at
Oh.
once.
Maddie, you
a
unplugged your
second ago,
mic.
And I gotta look at his name because I can never remember it.
Matthew, no.
Maddie, Maddie.
Matthew.
Matthew!
So ability number 2 is called Golden Greed. So when Will Turner activates that effect, he inherits the curse of the Isle de Morta. So his skin turns into that of the skeleton, like in the movie, and he becomes invulnerable for a short while. With his second ability, and then his ultimate is King of the Flying Dutchman, and that's when he spawns his Flying Dutchman ship when he's the captain of it, and it's this giant fucking thing that swipes the whole battlefield. It just sails across the battlefield.
Good pick.
I like that pick.
Yeah, I got some tears in my eyes from that little.
Us waving at Matthew. It was so funny. Matthew was locked in.
Yeah.
I was. I like Will Turner.
Yeah, like I said.
You have the next. You have the next pick too, I think.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I?
So your
Yeah.
last one.
My last one. So my last one is gonna be my Vanguard. Mrs. Incredible.
Ooh, okay.
So Mrs. Incredible can
like
extend.
Elastigirl.
Yeah.
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 Because those
Mrs.
big
Cribble-
ol' Pixar thighs. Sorry.
Fly dog. Listen, they already got Sue Storm in Marvels. They can put.
I'm gonna say it right now. This is a safe space, right? Sue Storm's
No.
got nothing on Mrs. Incredible.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got that.
In
right.
that department, come on.
And trust me,
You got
we
that
hired
right.
some perverts. They're kicking that thing up even more.
I'm pretty sure the stats on that website would agree with you, Jaylene.
What website? What website?
You
are
know the one.
referencing? Alright.
Math
Maddie,
for
you better
kids.com.
continue.
Okay.
You better continue.
So Mrs. Incredible can extend her arms and throw punches, very similar to a certain other character. Mrs. Incredible can grapple and hold enemies. Oh man, I want to be on the enemy team with that ability. Hold me, mama!
My God, Maddie. Please save the gooning for the end of the video.
Mrs. Incredible can roll into a ball and hit enemies. I don't want to say it because it might be someone. It's not even Disney, I don't think. Could you imagine if Indiana Jones was in this game and he's like running from Mrs. Incredible and the ball, just like out of the. Anyway,
Like
Mrs.
she's the
Incredible
boulder
bounces.
I think that's what
from the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mrs. Incredible bounces into the air and charges a fist pound attack. And she can stretch across the map and move from point to point and quicker. She can just like
Stretch
get
there.
slingshot, I guess.
Okay.
Huh?
So like the Venom thing where you can like swing in there.
Fuck no, it's nothing
Yeah.
like that.
It's
Sorry.
exactly like, what do you mean?
Sorry. My bad. My bad.
You're talking to a Venom Lord, buddy. Just kidding. I'm not a Venom.
No, you're only you're not a lord yet. Not
a
yet.
Lord in anything.
You play too many characters. We're all one tricks.
Oh. Yes.
Alright.
That's my character.
Nice pick.
Alright,
Maddie.
ready for my next guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or gal?
Someone gave me that idea.
Cheater. He's got Ghost Riders.
Oh shit. The Gooners are helping him.
No, they're not Ghost Riders, they're Goon Riders.
Jesus.
They specifically
here's
told me
my-
to mention Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, cut him off. Cut him off.
They told you to mention the Indiana Jones scene.
I got paid for
Was
it.
that really on the notes? Or did Matthew pull that out of his ass? I need to know.
They
He
wrote that
pulled it
in.
out of his ass.
Alright, here's my next guy.
Mhm.
Disney's
Oh
very
my
own
god!
Robin Hood.
That's my favorite pick so far.
He's just fucking. Now,
That's awesome.
It's such an
remember the
underrated
scene where he splits the arrow in half?
Mhm.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be one of his activated abilities, where for a short time his arrows can pierce through enemies and like walls. He can just shoot
So-
through shit.
It could either be like multiple enemies, or you can hit them through walls and stuff.
Yeah, through one wall, 2 walls, no.
No,
Not a
obviously.
freaking bear. It's not a 50 cal.
Why not?
All right. Yeah.
That's a U longbow. You can definitely shoot that like a 50 cal.
Yeah, he gets a grappling ability too, like when he's on the clotheslines.
Ooh.
Or I guess he's not in the movie. He's not in the clotheslines. All the money bags are.
Yeah.
But fuck, put him on there. Basically, pretend I picked Sly Cooper.
Ooh. I love me some Sly Cooper. I
Him
love
with
Sly Cooper.
Cane down the
Yeah.
zip lines. That game's
Oh
awesome.
my god. All 3 of them.
And then his ultimate. I don't
4,
know.
technically, actually.
Fucking throw coins out or something.
You just
I
give
didn't
him the
think-
Hawkeye all. give him the
No,
Hawkeye
that's
ult.
eating.
No.
He throws coins.
Okay, and then the coins do what?
No. He steals health. He pickpockets them, right? He steals their coins.
Mhm.
That's their health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he gives
Dude,
to the poor. He turns around and he heals his
Okay,
team.
that's
I
actually
wanna-
good. That's
It's
good.
called steal from the rich.
I like
I
that.
want to see how my Aladdin
I
goes
had that
against your Robin
planned.
Hood.
I don't think you did.
We didn't just see
At
like
that
the
point,
gears turning.
I had that written down right here.
He just throws coins.
No. No, he doesn't. That's not what I said. He
I got-
steals from the enemy team,
I got it. I
which is the
understand.
health, and he gives it to the poor, which is your team,
I
and he
What?
gives them health.
How do you know we're not on the same team?
It takes half, or we'll say it takes a quarter health from every enemy.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
1 quarter for an ultimate. Fucking
quarter-
Simba's one-shotting people.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Huh?
All right.
All right, Jalen. Who is your
me.
last character?
All right. This one may shock you, but I'm gonna take a duelist here, and I'm gonna take none other than
shot.
Troy Bolton
Oh
from
my-
High School Musical.
This
What
is
a
like-
throwback!
This is like how LeBron is in multiverses.
Better than LeBron, actually.
That's a really good pick.
Don't,
Dude,
do
Zac
not
Efron looks.
downplay my
hot there.
goat status.
So, some moves here for Troy. He can just do a basic dribble, so it's just a quick jab that he uses to hit enemies with a basketball.
Fakes
then he
right,
can-
goes left.
Exactly. Then he could do a theater kid dunk. He leaps into the
He
air.
cannot dunk.
He can.
No, he
leaps in the-
can't.
Have you seen the
Leaps
complexion
in
of his
the
skin?
air.
He cannot.
He leaps into the air with the basketball to perform a sick dunk, landing on enemies and causing damage. And then he can powerful serenade, uses the power of song to hurt enemies and temporarily stun them. And his
Yeah.
ultimate ability, get you ahead in the game. Troy
Yeah.
Bolton locks in and performs a highly skilled performance consisting of a dance routine and a basketball maneuver to damage and kill nearby enemies.
That is sick. I love that.
So is that kind of like Luna's ult, except the area, if an enemy
Sure.
gets in there, they get hurt?
It's
Or
cool. Yeah, it's cooler.
It's cooler. But yeah, it doesn't
I
heal,
don't
they
think you
just
can make
like
Troy Bolton cool.
start getting bodied.
Look,
Are you
this is where I
You're
wish.
gonna get roasted for that. I promise you.
I swear I wish your basketball knowledge was like 10% better. There's a stat in Rivals called assists.
Look, it's Troy Bolton on my T-shirt.
There's a stat
It's
in
him!
Rivals called
It's
assists.
him!
It's
Imagine,
him. Sorry.
imagine passing the ball to your teammates and they get a kill and you get an assist. You get a triple double as Troy.
Oh my god. Yo! I
is
want
the
to play
point guard.
basketball in Marvel Rivals. That'd be sick. Just
Pass
passing
the ball, give your
basketball.
guy a buff, and then he gets
Oh
the
my
kill.
God.
That's an assist. Just like in real
Oh my-
basketball.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Well,
as
the
fuck.
devs can work all that out. I just
Point God. And in the movie, Troy Bolton, he's the midi god. He only takes mid-range jumpers.
Does he?
Rewatch it. He doesn't shoot threes and he doesn't take layups.
I need to rewatch
I
this
just
movie.
know
It's
him
been
for
like
Sword.
15
Under-
He
years.
Dude, he's undersized, but he posts up, and then he fucking dream shakes people, and
Yeah.
then pulls up
Get
from
your
That's
midi.
like-
game.
That's the only move I think he knows.
He only watched Hakeem, so he only does the dream shake.
My character won't be as exciting.
Iconic.
Iconic. I
Yeah.
love that pick.
Honestly, it's a fun pick. I like it.
I asked Tegan like right after we finished the first Marvel or Disney Rivals video, and I said, "Can I pick Troy Bolton as a DPS? Is that allowed?" And he said no, and I did it anyway. No, he said it was okay. But anytime I get to talk about my boy Troy, I'm happy. All right, Tegan.
All right, so my last one. Sometimes you just need a simple character, so you're not scaring away the newbies.
Okay.
Marvel Rivals has Punisher, Overwatch has Soldier 76. We will have Commander, I think his last name's pronounced Rourke, from Atlantis.
Oh, Commander Rourke? Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
So his primary attack is shooting his machine gun. He can switch to a pistol, because Call of Duty taught you that it's quicker to switch to your sidearm than to reload.
Yeah.
But he can also throw dynamite and have explosions go off. And he can also pull out his knife and slash enemies if they get close by. His ultimate is he calls in the crew from the Ulysses, and then they begin opening fire wherever Commander Rourke's pointing. So he's basically shooting, but it's coming from a higher vantage point from the Ulysses. So, pretty basic, but you know what? Not every character can have 80 layers to them.
That's true. When you said like classic, basic, or whatever you said, I was expecting like Mickey Mouse, like Goofy. Goofy with a shotgun would be cool.
Mickey Mouse.
Holy shit, Goofy with a shotgun?
Why get him when you can get the King's Wizard?
When you're talking about like switching to a pistol, I just imagine like headshotting Troy Bolton.
Coach said to fake right. He didn't.
Nothing personal,
Alright.
kid.
Took one to the fucking
Hey,
dome
take this
piece.
slug shot, bitch!
Oh my god.
Talk about school shooter.
I barely know her.
We are not all in this together.
Oh my goodness.
That's not the worst part. Why is the rum gone?
Breaking
All
free.
back.
Really, Matthew,
Breaking free.
your whole like
breaking
Will
free,
Turner
right?
thing. It's like
Breaking
just
free
add-
right back to the spawn room.
all right. I'll get us back on track. Now we're going to be
Bet
going
on it.
over the suits.
Huh? Jaylene, you're squeaking like a mouse.
Oh my god, sorry. Let's get back to the bop to the top. Let's stick to the status
Oh,
quo, guys.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
gotta
god.
we gotta start soaring and flying before we break free.
This
I
video
don't
is supposed to be
dance.
fabulous. Okay. All for one, guys. Let's go.
What the fuck
We
is
can
a
work-
wire cat?
We can work this out.
You guys done? You got a fucking video to finish.
I was fine till you brought up bet on it. That killed me. All right,
All right.
let's go. Let's
So-
go.
Now we'll get into the cosmetics of each character. I will go through my list of characters first, and I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I'll start with my duelist. So first one will be Buzz. It's the basic Buzz Lightyear. You know, classic. His next skin is Mrs. Nesbit from the Tea Party.
Yes,
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
And then, you know, Buzz Lightyear's a spaceman, and space loves chrome, so the third one is Chrome Buzz Lightyear, also known as Ultra Buzz Lightyear,
Okay.
which is
One of the
some
damn
concept
Things
art
I've
that,
ever seen.
like, never really got made, so...
Everything is chrome in the future.
Oh my. Impossible. He's lying. He's right.
Good. That's ugly as shit.
It's chrome! You just don't understand the future!
Future.
Next, I'll go with Commander Rourke, and his default will be his tank top and cargo pants that he wears throughout most of the movie, and then his
Cargo of room.
second skin is when he gets crystallized.
Oh. I don't remember that. I've seen Atlantis.
I gotta rewatch Atlantis.
No,
It's
you don't
been a
have
long
to.
time since I've watched it. It has Michael J. Fox in it.
Watch the show.
I might.
I wouldn't.
Next is Stitch. His default will be him in his spacesuit with his quills in the back. You can see them, his spines. That he definitely can shoot. Don't question me on that.
He definitely
believe you.
can, by the way. He can.
I knew that.
He's did it. But
And then
don't know your
his
Stitch.
his alternate skin is of course the Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic.
Next are my supporters. First, Baymax. It'll be his default. It's just sending all the emotes. And his alternate is him in his super
Yeah.
armor. So, nothing too crazy with Baymax. Rapunzel was a bit tricky. So, she has her default one, and I don't have one made up yet, but at the end of the movie, she gets her hair cut and it turns into, she becomes a brunette. So I thought, what if we just turn her hair into that brunette color and then like slap a green dress on her for whatever reason. So,
Like when she becomes a top.
yep.
Oh. Hmm.
No
Bird-
comment.
Bird Guide, that's my sister's favorite movie. Stop right now.
Matthew will never be able to watch it again.
She has good taste.
You could do her wedding dress fit too
Yeah.
as a skin. That's got the short brown hair.
Yeah, because I wanted the short brown hair, but then I was like, well, that gets rid of a lot of her like ability stuff with it, so it's.
Yeah.
Next, another tough one was the Seven Dwarves. So I thought for them they'd each just like color swap between each other. So like Grumpy has Dopey's colors, and then so on and so forth. Or make them look like the new versions.
No. Veto that.
Next up is Hercules. You know, got the classic. And then Simba may not like this one, but have him in like a darker orange and all that with Scar's fur that he wears in the movie. And then his sword turns into a club and his shield looks different. And then he's all about merchandising for about 10 minutes in the movie. So his third skin will be an action figure type. But the action figure is wearing the Air Hercs.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then I gotta move my stuff up. Ursula.
Dang.
And then Queen Ursula.
Oh my god. Oh.
And finally Syndrome. You know, got the classic. Then of course you got the Incrediboy. And finally, just like the Flash, you have Reverse Incrediboy.
No. It's awful.
I like it. Great idea.
I don't, and I made it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's like we need a costume to go out in the next 5 minutes.
Just reskin.
I have an idea.
I've got an idea.
All right.
All right.
So,
Let's
Jaylene,
see your
you are up.
Okay. I had pictures of mine. The default skins are just going to be default skins from the movie. Y'all can figure it out. They'll be up there. You'll see them. Cernabog, I'm going to start with first. Didn't really have a lot to work with, so I had to use my imagination with this one. So we have patriotic Uncle Sam Cernabog. It'd be like a 4th of July special that you can get.
That's sick.
Kind of same with Ralph. He doesn't really have any other costumes in the movie. But there is that scene in Wreck-It Ralph 2 where he's hanging out with the princesses, and they're like, "Are you a princess?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that inspired me. So we've got Princess Ralph as my alternate skin for Ralph.
very nice.
And then for King Triton, I kind of just have some concept art here. I thought if we did like a Greek mythology accurate King Triton, it would be fun. Make him like super scary.
Oh.
Maybe like a split tail, something fun like that. So I don't know. I'm not an artist. We can have our team work on that. I've got 2 ideas for Peter Pan. So at the end of the movie, when he defeats Captain Hook, he takes over the coat and the hat and the big sword. I think that would be fun. And then also just Peter Pan's shadow as a skin, I think would be really sick. Next
That'd
we
be
have
cool.
my favorite, Jim Hawkins. So I went kind of classic. So Jim Hawkins at the end of the movie when he's celebrating with his morph metal and the white suit. Iconic. Had to include it. And then also, I like this idea of Captain Jim Hawkins from Disney Lorcana. So I think that one would be fun.
That must be
Um,
new.
Must be. I don't have it in my set. My collection of Jim Hawkins cards. Next we have Troy Bolton himself. So of course you have to include the white warm-up fit. So his fit in the Breaking Free segment and All in This Together. The white on white is a classic look. But Troy Bolton's best look in the whole trilogy is from the best song in the whole trilogy is the all black golf outfit from Bet on It. Oh my god, if I could main Troy Bolton and only use this skin, I would.
Symbiote Troy Bolton.
No, it's just the all black golf fit. And then we have Pocahontas
dirt in
here.
your
So this
eye.
is just this is a redesign that was done for the Disney Princess line. I just thought it was cute, like a winter fit with the boots and the heavier layers. But I had to include the iconic royalty fit from the straight to DVD Pocahontas 2 movie. Come
Where
on,
she goes
it's a
to
classic.
England.
Yes, good job. She hangs out with John Rolfe.
Yep. They get married in real life.
They do. Next we have Rabbit. I took his iconic look from the 2011 Winnie the Pooh movie with his little knapsack and his pothead. So we got Adventurer Rabbit. And I also was inspired by his look in the Disney parks. So this is Furry Rabbit.
Whoa.
Furry rabbit. Cute.
And it's cutie. And then finally we have Elsa. Excuse me. We have my favorite look of Elsa's, which is her coronation outfit from the first movie. And then I just thought to please the youngsters, we could do her outfit from Frozen 2 as well. So those are all my skin options.
All right. Very nice.
Jaylene, I had an idea for Peter Pan alternative outfit.
Share it.
And it's instead of his classic green, let's swap it. Classic blue collar with the helmet. Just Peter Pan with a helmet and a tool belt, and he's got his
He's
little.
got a high vis vest.
It'll be like
Yeah.
Fix It Felix, but on Peter Pan.
Yeah.
I was thinking you could just have Robin Williams do it. But we have to go back in time.
Rip to a good man.
Honestly, yeah.
All right,
All right.
your turn, Berg.
I got some pictures for you guys.
Boy.
So I'm just gonna go in order of how I picked them.
Mhm.
So from the first video, my first pick, Lightning McQueen. We got the classic Lightning, and then here we have the fabulous Lightning McQueen.
Ooh, I like that.
All right.
That is like
Next.
nostalgic for a time I've never known. Sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Because
It's just,
it's because it's like he's the Hudson Hornet paint scheme.
yeah,
He
it
took
just
it
like
over.
it actually invoked like a weird feeling in me
Yeah.
that I didn't expect. Sorry.
Next up, Toe Mater. What do
It's
you
just
guys
a
know about
classic?
Tokyo Mater?
Yes, I was hoping it was this one. Let's go. That's sick.
There were a couple that I couldn't really find a lot for.
I wonder why.
So Mac the truck, he doesn't really dress up. Maybe there's a Dynaco Mac, I don't know, but this is all I could
You can
find.
make one.
It's in the final race before Doc shows up, and he has the headset on. This is Crew Chief Mac.
That's the only difference.
That's
Yeah,
You can
he
pay-
does get-
You can pay $20.
Well, he has a hat. He has a hat on too. I think.
Okay.
I don't remember if he usually has a hat.
For $20, you
Yeah.
could have a fucking hat and a headset on Mac.
Next up for Guido,
I would-
I don't even like saying it, and his name's problematic, and this might be problematic too. Give him his Italian afro.
Let's go! I love it. That was perfect.
Frank,
Oh my God.
Frank the Tank. They don't show him any other way. But when Lightning McQueen's having his nightmare, he's about to win the race. But Frank straight up kills Chick Hicks, right, in the dream. Fucking murders
fucked
him.
up.
He gets sucked up in the harvester, and then you see it come out the swath. And then he wins the race, so he gets the Dinoco sponsors. Now they don't show this in the movies, but I found a mock-up of the Dinoco Frank the Tank.
Okay.
Damn.
So that would be if Frank won the Dinoco race. And then last from the first video at Finn McMissile, this is just when he's undercover. He's got a black paint
Ooh.
scheme instead of silver.
There you go.
I
Then
feel
my
like
pi-
Oh, sorry. I just feel like I
Oh.
should save that for our next Hear Me Out. Cause goddamn. All right.
You should see when he goes underwater.
I love
God
how
damn.
the grill. I love how the grill looks like a mustache. That's so good.
It's cool. I like how he's voiced by Michael Caine too.
I forgot about that.
How could you forget that?
I know. Sorry.
Next up, I got an alternate skin for Woody. But I did this one a little different. Oh, I didn't send the message. Just make him Jesse.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
I kind
alternate.
of fuck with that.
Hell yeah.
So you get both, but you don't have to make a new character. We'll save
Yeah.
money that way.
Okay.
And we let the Gooners win too.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that's a little fucked up, isn't it?
Honestly,
That's a little fucked
Matt-
She's an
up.
adult, right?
Maddie, we
she's
need
a
the money.
vintage toy.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like 80.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Then, while we're saving money, let's keep saving money. Instead of Simba, put Scar in.
Ooh.
Fuck it.
And we'll change the wannabe king ultimate. We'll change it to long live the king.
There you
It's
go.
still the same ultimate.
Long live.
'Cause he
Just a
does
different
that shit.
perspective.
And then it adds in like a baby Simba watching you kill whatever character.
Jesus. That's a little much. That's a little much.
It's true to the source. It's true to the
Yeah.
source.
Yeah, his
Oh
emote
my
is
God.
just
Lastly,
spawning a baby Simba that watches him kill
the
everything.
fucking wild beasts mangle fucking Mufasa to death.
Jesus.
Oh. Lastly, Robin Hood. He actually does dress up in a costume in the movie. This is when he's disguised as a beggar.
I love this.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Great.
I would buy.
Great
I would buy
picks.
that 3 times if you let me. Honestly,
We'll let you. We need the money.
that's such
Oh.
a good old.
That
Dude,
will be
this
one
is-
thing you
this
can
one's-
accidentally purchase skins multiple times. No refunds.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
$9.99 per month.
Oh, you have to pay a monthly fee for your skins?
Well, yeah.
That
Yeah,
one.
begging for it.
Jeez. Ow.
It's role playing. You want to role play? Get the beggar skin. Give us money every now and again.
All
Oh my
right.
god. I love those, bro.
I
Yeah,
want to see Matt
yeah, Maddie, your
use
turn.
alternate skin.
Okay, so I don't have pictures because a lot of these I need shop for because they're kind of out there. If you can
Oh,
believe
Megan's got
that.
you.
Put me to work.
Great.
We'll
Video will
I'm
come out in
sorry.
3 months.
I'm sorry. Everybody had pictures and I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, I think you'll like
Ty-
my alternate.
Maybe we should just hire a photo editor on Fiverr for Matthew's pictures.
I've got 2 each. I've got 2 alternates for each. So
That's fine.
the Horn King. I'm gonna start with the Horn King. It's default skin, the scary bad guy one.
Oh no.
And the first alternate is a Gaston outfit, and he gets a wig. He gets a wig to make it look like Gaston's hair, and he's got the gloves and the tight shirt. But he's
Open up
just a skinny
Photoshop.
guy.
Tegan. Get to work. Get started on it.
I'm just trying to see the connection. Like the Chernobog
There
one,
is no
I
connection.
kind of see him as Uncle Sam. Like weirdly enough.
There-
That works, right?
Okay,
This one I'm not seeing the
Oh,
bridge.
this will be for Gaston month.
You're
yeah.
having a Gaston month?
Yeah.
We're having a
Why?
whole Gaston year. He's the best character.
And And we have a new mode where it's just the bar fight mode.
Eating
He's
eggs.
not even in
Everybody
the game.
fight. The map is just a tiny bar that you have to fight in.
And eat
He's not even
eggs.
in the game.
Not yet. Well, no, but everybody will get a Gaston.
Someone in the
costume.
comments will make Gaston for us, so then I can put him in the game.
It's
Okay.
It's forced
okay.
onto you by default when you click the mode. No one fights like Gaston, and you're in the bar fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jesus.
Tegan, I promise that's the most outlandish one. The rest of them are pretty
We'll see
easy.
Oh
about that.
boy.
So
Easy,
the next
not the
skin,
one photoshopping.
Honestly, that would probably be the easiest one to Photoshop.
okay, you might be right, but the next one for Horn King is his robe has a Gurgi pattern on it, so it's just all Gurgis on it.
At least that's in the same movie.
At least it'll be easier to Photoshop than the Gaston costume.
We're not doing a Gurgi month. Maybe we'll do a Gurgi day.
April
The year
Fool's
of
Day is
Gurgi.
Gurgi's Day.
Year of Gurgi.
Hey, you know what? We could
You
say that and
imagine-
do what Nintendo did for the year of Luigi and just release like 3 things.
How many pod couch videos have we brought up Gurgi?
If you
Not enough.
If you
We're
kill
a Gurgi
Gurgi.
channel now.
Gotta stop.
If you
I
kill
wanted-
Gurgi 50,000 times in game by the end of the year, you get the Horn King Gurgi robe.
That would
For
be
free.
awesome. That'd be
Find the hidden Gurgi on each map and obliterate them.
yeah. Find the hidden.
Once you kill him 50,000 times, get the free Gurgi robe. But if you miss out on it,
Yeah.
don't worry. It's only $29.99 per month for the Gurgi robe.
And here's the thing. As you get closer to that final kill, Gurgi starts begging for mercy.
Yeah.
We've added voice lines.
And it takes more shots each time.
Jeez.
By the
ow.
last one, it takes you 7 hours to kill him.
Just the embodiment of evil, and he's got fucking Gurgi all over his robe. Oh my god, I love it. Oh,
Right.
All right.
Got a lot of characters to go.
Yeah.
All right,
That's one.
my next one is my boy Aladdin. So for his alternate, one of his alternates, I'm gonna go with his prince outfit towards the end of the movie. You know, he looks super fly in that.
Mhm.
Not so much a street rat anymore.
Have a
and
Zazu pelt or anything.
that'd be kind of fucked up.
No,
Not done yet. Let him cook.
no Mulan outfit. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Taking-
I'm back.
Let's keep going.
I'm back.
Keep going.
So for his second outfit,
We're good.
it'll be called Snake Charmer, and he gets Jafar's staff with that outfit. So it's the
Okay.
classic, you know, he's got a flute, but he uses the cane or whatever that Jafar has to attack. And then next is Yin Sid, and his first alternate is just the Mickey Mouse wizard hat with the ears poking out of it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's
That makes sense.
his regular. It's his
Yeah.
regular robe. It's his regular robe, just with the
Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
So
For
you pull
Mickey.
the bird eye with like
that
Mac,
one's
where it's like
$40.
you just get the
Yeah.
headset.
For Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, for Mickey Month.
The year of the mouse.
The year of the
No,
mouse.
he doesn't get a whole year like Gurgi.
So the next alternate for Yin Sid is gonna be Summer, where he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt with shorts, and he's
Flip-flop.
just chilling. Yeah, flip flops with this long beard. And when he casts his giant meteor, it's like, man, I wish I was at a beach right now. Some kind of voice line like that.
I just want
New
to grill
voice
for
line.
God's sake. It's not the meteor.
Kiss the cook.
Yeah.
Apron on.
So next is Maleficent. Her alternate will be called Fairest of them all. Instead of her black robe, it'll be all white with black accents.
Question: why is it Fairest of
and-
the All for a Maleficent? Isn't she Sleeping Beauty?
I probably got that mixed up.
Fairest
so,
of them
yeah,
all is from
sleep.
Snow White.
Sleepy.
Yeah, I got it mixed
Yeah,
Whatever.
Matthew hates Snow White though, so
Yeah.
honestly.
it's no Cinderella.
Huh? Her second outfit, her robe is just gonna be shit. I have it written down. Why am I looking it up? It's gonna be from the movie Maleficent when she has her wings before they get cut off. And I think she looks a little bit. It's been a while since I've seen that.
What
movie.
happens in that movie?
She gets her wings snipped.
Like
Yeah,
Angel?
she gets her wings snipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she drinks a Red Bull at the end, and everything goes back to normal.
She's
Oh
all,
my god.
she's
like
all
Angel.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I've got Alice, and for her alternate skins, Queen of Hearts variant. So her dress is gonna be that of a Queen of Hearts playing cards, kind of reflecting the Queen of Hearts castle and all her card guards. And then the next one is gonna be called Cheshire's Grin. It's gonna be a purple dress, and I guess in her waist is gonna be like the Cheshire Grin. It's animated. And every time you get a kill, it smiles. That'd
That
be pretty
sounds
cool.
expensive.
Yeah, it's an expensive one.
That's for that one.
$60 at least.
49, yeah, per month.
That's So actually, let me add on to that so we get more money. Every time you get a kill, the Cheshire grins, and smoke comes around the dress when you get a kill.
Jesus Christ.
That's a different version, like the Faker Riot skins, where there's more expensive ones. That's the $200 one.
Damn, $200?
At least.
Look up the Faker Riot skins, where every time you get a kill, it shows Faker's signature, and it costs $250.
Oh my gosh! I mean, fair play to whoever gets that.
Faker's the GOAT, so I had to buy it twice.
Oh my god.
So my next one, Dr. Facilier.
Dr. Fauci.
Is yeah, Dr. Fauci.
Sorry.
So for his first alternate, there's a scene real quick when he's doing his song. His face glows with kind of that voodoo magic, that voodoo not magic, that voodoo drawings, like a skull around his face and whatnot. So it's gonna be that, but it's gonna be his whole body, and suit is gonna be glowing
Oh, okay.
with that green, and he's gonna have tattoos on his arms that are also glowing and moving around. And for his second alternate, it's just gonna be a modern doctor outfit, just a white, a white doctor's jacket. Yep, he'll keep the hat. He'll have a stethoscope.
Yeah, obviously.
That makes sense.
Imagine your doctor coming in. It just has a giant top hat on.
Well,
Yeah, I'll just let the cancer kill me.
I'm good, actually. I'm alright.
And for Will Turner, this is probably my favorite one, Musketeer variant. So instead of looking like a pirate, he's got on a Musketeer outfit. He's got that cool tricorn hat. He's got that cape in the back. And instead of a sword, he has a long rifle musket, and he can melee with that and shoot far away. And then his second variant is his Flying Dutchman, when he's captain of the Flying Dutchman, where he's kind of like the sea is bonded to him, so his hair will be, his hair will be like, when he moves, it looks like there's waves moving his hair and whatnot. And then for Fairy Godmother, I actually have 3 for her. So for Fairy Godmother, the alternates are going to be Laura, Fauna, and Merryweather.
I'm a different movie.
No pumpkins.
Yeah,
No.
where's the pumpkin
We already
outfit?
got too many. We already got too many pumpkins.
One of the alternates is James, and instead of pumpkins, it's a giant peach.
Nobody
What a
knows
poll.
what that is, Tegan.
Everyone knows like
I
that
mean,
30-year-old movie.
Nobody watching this will fucking know what we're talking about.
We just lost 10 viewers
That
because of
movie's
that
fucking
niche reference.
freaky too.
Not the
He's
good freaky.
scary. No, not the good freaky. Not
Get
like
freaky down
Nora.
in the comments.
Watch Nora down in the comments. 4.5 out of 5 stars on that one. Check
Every
out my
time I talk
letterbox.
to you, every time I talk to you, you give it a higher rating.
Start out as a 3. The more I think about it, the better it gets. I can't give it a
All right.
5 though.
Matthew,
Alright.
please continue.
That's all, isn't it?
You have
Did I miss
Elastigirl on there yet,
Mhm.
right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Cut this.
No.
I
Leave it in.
refuse.
We're not cutting anything out of this video.
Give me a second.
Tegan's already gonna waste all his time photoshopping Gurgi onto a fucking robe.
I'm so sorry,
He
Tegan.
won't have time to edit the actual
He's
video.
doing the Gaston hair on the fucking horny king.
I'm gonna cut to me making those edits.
There's an emote for that skin where he just eats like fucking 5 dozen eggs or whatever it is.
5 dozen Gurgis.
The Gurgi outfit is just him like snapping Gurgi's neck and throwing him into a pile of Gurgis.
By the way, 5 dozen eggs is way too many, no matter who you are.
Especially in this economy.
He's gotta smell fucking like dog shit, dude.
I've
Come
been trying
on.
to convince Thane to do this bet with me where I eat 5 dozen eggs from like 6 a.m.
That's
to
too
noon.
many.
Like
There's
that's
no fucking shot.
I could do
Do you
that.
know how many 5 dozen is?
yeah, 60.
I could do that. I could eat 60 eggs in a day, no problem.
Fuck no.
But here's the thing.
If they're not all the same variety.
I'm like, Thane, let's do this. I will do it. And he's like, I don't know.
Lagging. Is Matthew lagging for
Yeah.
you guys?
He's
He's
frozen
being a
right
little
now.
robotic.
I was frozen today. Speaking of movies no one will fucking remember.
Right.
Uh-oh. He's coming back.
In about 2 minutes he'll realize we're saying that he's lagging.
He just found his skin ideas for Miss Incredible. Oh my god. Fucking video. This might be the one that kills
Oh
me.
my God.
We're all frozen.
We're all frozen? Or
I'm
he
not.
said that about us.
I don't know, because Tegan's froze on mine now.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
He's just standing still.
I
What's
was
that? Fuck you, man.
I was pretending.
Fuck off. God
Well,
damn.
Maybe Matthew won't be in the rest of the video.
Hey,
so Mrs. Incredibles were her Incredible suit, her Elastigirl suit, and the Death Tech
her
one.
old Incredible suit also.
the white one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what he meant.
The Elastigirl one, yeah.
hmm
No.
And then the Death
about
Tech
when
one
she's
from
just a
Incredible.
And when
2.
she's a civilian.
I was thinking like MILF Miss Incredible would be fun, like when she's in the jeans and the button up.
Disgusting.
Swimsuit edition.
Think a cartoon's hot?
What a weird
Not
one.
just one.
Let's talk our maps.
Yeah, Maddie's
Let's
first
see if
up
we can
on
get
the
Maddie
map.
back.
Matthew's out of the video. Here, I'll do one for him because I had 2. All right, this is
Falling apart.
Planet Earth from Wall-E with all the
Ooh.
trash.
Okay. Is it going to be a secure the point or a push the vehicle?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all.
I don't have
of
a
them.
picture of
There's
mine.
all different areas of the Earth. They'll do Save on money. All 3 game modes will be here. We'll make this 3
I
different
love
maps.
how we're trying to fucking swindle people and save money for our imaginary game.
This is the DLC map, $5.99.
A month.
Yeah, a month, obviously.
All right. Yeah, so basically just going around planet Earth.
Yeah, with all the trash.
Yeah.
You can see, because we haven't made Wally into a character yet, you can see Wally. Oh, push Wally to the ship. Escort Wally to the ship.
It's like in
And
Midtown.
that was
with,
written down. That was written down right here.
It's like in Midtown where you're pushing the cart with that robot fucker on it.
Yeah, Herbie.
Yeah, he's fully loaded
No, it's Herbie Hancock.
after I'm done with him.
Keep up the movie references from 30 years ago. It's Herbie
Ew.
Hancock.
That's disgusting.
What?
Tegan said about Herbie.
I said he's fully loaded after I'm done with him.
So gross.
Of what?
Alright. Who's next for the maps?
You are.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
You act like you haven't been in this video the whole time.
I lost the plot a while ago. The minute I heard a room full of Gurgies, I clocked out mentally.
For the year of Gurgi.
I love how this will probably be the most complicated one to Photoshop is the Horn King as Gaston, and right after that, a robe full of Gurgi. Oh my god, okay. My map idea will launch the same day that the patch for Troy Bolton comes out, and it's going to be East High School. And I've got 2 ideas, so I can either, like, move the vehicle, you go through the high school, pushing, like, I don't know, Miss Darbus and, like, the theater set pieces, or a secure the point, where it's, like, you either, the
It's
point
different
is
parts
the
of the high
basketball
school.
court, or, like, the stage, or
The cafeteria.
the drama classroom, cafeteria. Oh yeah, cafeteria would actually be lit because then you could go up top. That would be
Oh.
sick.
Oh.
Matthew's coming back.
Maybe.
So, what's your map, bud?
It's the fuck. I gotta look at it now because it's from Black Cauldron.
Oh. I'm guessing the
Gurgi's
castle.
Kind of. So you know the symbiote map in Marvel Rivals, how you start inside the building and then it goes outside. So it's the entire mythical land of Pyridin from Black Cauldron. So you start out either in the castle. I don't know how. Probably in the castle we'll start out and then work our way out to all the scary woods and shit, and then to probably the main character's place at the end. So that'd be kind of neat.
All right. For my map idea, Maddie, you can watch the video to see what Jaylene and Berguy had.
So watch this when it comes out.
It would be
And then get to the 2-hour mark.
It will be a secure the point, and it's Olympus. So one of the maps will be Mount Olympus. One of them will be the underworld, and then one will be where Hercules fights the Hydra in Thebes.
Ooh,
So,
that's like the best map, honestly.
well,
You
it's
haven't
from the
heard
best
my map.
movie.
You didn't hear ours.
It's from the best
So
movie.
Fuck you, Matthew. Matthew heard Tegan's map in his own. He goes, "Fuck, that's the best one."
Damn, that's cooler than mine. 10 out of 10.
Must be the best one. Jeez.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Let us know in the comments who we forgot.
Yep.
Any alternate skins,
We still
maps.
haven't put Mickey in the game.
Well, he's the announcer.
No, Jiminy is the announcer.
No,
That was
Jimmy.
We
a
did
good
not
Mickey Mouse.
Jimmy's
I thought Bob
dead in the
Cutlass was the
trash.
announcer.
I thought Bob Iger was going to be the
Bob Cutlass and Daryl Cartrip were the announcers.
No, that's only on the
Mick-
Cars maps.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. Different announcers for different
Yeah.
maps. Make sure you subscribe, because if you do, it would be the start of something new.
God.
All right. On that
damn
note, let us know who y'all would main in the comments.
Yeah. If we get 10 views on this, I will show you the 16 digits on the front of my credit card and the 3 digits on the back.